La 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 la. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Own the Room. Own the Room is a 2021 documentary released on Disney+. It is about 5 students competing for the Global Student Entrepreneur Awards. They all have businesses they're trying to continue or start up or whatever it might be, and they're pitching their business, trying to win the first prize, which is $100,000 to invest into their business. It is directed by Cristina Constantini and Darren Foster. Cinematography by Michael Lockridge, editing by Glawe and Alex Simmons, and its music is by Jeff Morrow. The 5 students are Daniela Blanco, representing the United States, but she's originally from Venezuela, Alondra Toledo from Puerto Rico, Santosh Pandey from Nepal, Henry Onyango from Kenya, and Jason Hadzikostas from Greece. This was filmed mostly in Macau, China, obviously, but they were also all over the world with the people in their relative places. Henry in Kenya, Alondra in Puerto Rico, Daniela in New York, Santosh in Nepal, and Jason in Greece, obviously, but obviously most of it took place in Macau. This does have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, but only off of 8 reviews, so there is no consensus. No complaints about the cinematography. Good coverage, good footage. It wasn't like the most artistic, but it was like classic documentary. Really fun opening, well edited throughout. I feel like it kept you engaged, especially potentially in something that you might not be interested in. And then this is a small thing that I feel like I don't really normally comment on, but great font. Their titles, it was a great font. I liked the texture to the words. I thought it was like perfectly stylized to the time. And also it just fit, it was a vibe. I really enjoyed the font choice. The music is the standout here. Jeff Morrow owned this documentary. I don't think this documentary would be nearly as entertaining if it weren't for the jazzy, fun, upbeat music he had going on. It'd be influenced by the different areas, but for the most part still was jazzy and funky and had this horn constantly going. Oh my god, the brass section was brassing. It was so fun. It was the highlight of the movie. Incredible. As I've already stated, this film is about 5 different students pitching their current company or startup or whatever it might be to try and win the $100,000 in this Global Student Entrepreneur Award. It's from all over the world, obviously. Like I've already said, we've got people from Greece, Kenya, Puerto Rico, Nepal, all over that we follow. I mean, these were the 5 mains, but we talked to others. There were some from Egypt, Canada, Sweden, all over. The 5 we've already touched on. Daniela runs a company called Synthetics, which is basically, she's a chemist. She's got a PhD in organic chemistry, and she has created a company that found a more sustainable and environmentally friendly way to produce nylon, which would help fossil fuel emissions and companies and all of that using the sun. So it's solar powered, which is super cool. And her pitch is all about, environment stuff. Henry from Kenya created via coding and a company called Rumito or Rumteo, or I'm not sure on how it's pronounced, Rumto. Basically, in Kenya, there are 1 million students, right? But every university only has a certain number of rooms or accommodations. And so Henry created Rumto or Rumteo or Rumito to facilitate accommodations for students. He basically calls it Airbnb for college students, and it's really, really helped 1,000 students. It's been really beneficial. And so he was pitching that. Santosh runs a company, I don't remember the exact name, it's Creating Happiness or Experiencing Happiness or something happiness, where in Nepal, the culture in Nepal is very depressed because there's not a lot of jobs in Nepal, so a lot of people find jobs in foreign countries and leave Nepal. There's a lot of leaving Nepal from its citizens, and then families are split up. And so there's this like feeling in Nepalese culture, according to Santosh, that people in Nepal tend to be a little bit more down and depressed, and so he created this company that like helps connect the family members that are abroad. So like, you know, if the dad is in another country doing really hard work and he doesn't get to be there for his son's first birthday, he sends this surprise that is like huge and meaningful and all this kind of stuff. Very beautiful sentiment and thing that Santosh wants to do. Alondra wants to create an app to help the deaf community communicate better with doctors and mental health professionals. Very admirable and amazing. And then Jason has created an AI app that can read what babies' cries mean. So then when your baby's crying and you don't know what they need, you would record, like tap a button in the app like Shazam, and the app would tell you what the baby needs based off of listening to a bunch of other baby cries. They obviously all like went to represent their country, respective countries. I personally felt that Daniela or Alondra should win because this was the global like student entrepreneur awards, and I felt that Daniela and Alondra's would be able to be applied globally. Like Daniela's quite literally is like an environment thing, like would help the entire planet. Alondra, there are deaf people everywhere. Like her app could help the deaf all over the world, where Santosh, Jason, theirs was very much about their location, which is wonderful. Obviously all beautiful like things they're trying to do. But it didn't feel like it could apply globally. And then Jason, I just wasn't a fan. Jason rubbed me the wrong way. He gave me bad vibes. And then he doesn't have any kids, which that isn't to say that he can't like make this AI right. It's also AI, which I don't love because of the environmental impact of AI. So I was not about Jason. So I really was rooting for Daniela and Alondra to win, or at least place or whatever. And actually Daniela wins the entire competition, which is super spoilers, I guess, but it's been out for 5 years. And then Alondra actually won the Innovation Award. So she didn't win, like, she didn't get first, second, or third, but she won the Innovation Award, which is a really big deal. So the two girls that I wanted to win were incredible. Also, it's not lost on me. Granted, Santosh is obviously very selfless and beautiful. But it's not lost on me that the two business ideas by women were things that could benefit the world. And the other three were by men who are a little bit more small-minded. Not small-minded, but like more small-minded than those. Which, not lost on me. Not lost on me. But yeah, so Henry like went through, like he was like deported, like so he almost didn't get to pitch, but then he got to pitch, and yeah. It was a very interesting documentary, I have to say. This was never something I would have watched on my own. I never would have seen Own the Room, 5 students trying to do like entrepreneur stuff. I would have been like, this is so far beyond what I'm interested in. Like, no thanks. I have no interest in capitalism. I'm good. But this was entertaining. And I was rooting for Daniela and Alondra. Especially like Daniela and her mom. So sweet. And I resonate with that, so. Favorite part? Daniela and her mom. Probably. I just resonate with that. It means a lot to me. So I would probably say that. Least favorite part? Probably Jason. I hate to say it. I'm sure he's very nice. But I just got bad vibes. I was not there. Recommend? Sure. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I found it way more interesting than I ever thought I would have. Watch again? No. I'm good. I don't need to watch this again. My final rating is going to be 6 PowerPoints out of 10. Our total movie count is... Paradox and Craig are still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie you watch you win, follow me on all socials to find out what movie you watch you win. Should check out my Patreon. And check out my website. Whoa, check it out because it's cool. There's a countdown to 1,000 now. Go check it out. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. Get every video a week early. Tiers with that. Daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Please go look. Okay? Please, like, humor me. Sign up. I would really appreciate it. Okay? It's pretty cool over there. Buy merch. Merch is great. Merch is great. This is the castle, as always. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe. I'm not in church if your life. You are, should you? And don't be... Oh, these are real people. You know, I don't know him in person, but don't be Jason. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye-bye.